Well, the Toronto Blue Jays are one game away from winning their first World Series since 1993 as they smashed the LA Dodgers. They beat them 6-1. And what a way to start the game. First time ever back-to-back home runs, including one by Vlad Guerrero Jr., who I'm going to do a separate video about and what a postseason he's having because while Shohei Ohtani has been amazing, dazzling, and every adjective you can imagine for his postseason run, Vlad Guerrero Jr. ain't nothing to sneeze at. He came up big time. One thing I have noticed, and I said this before, if the Toronto Blue Jays can get to 6 runs, they tend to win the series. Well, am I lying? They're 3-0 in this series when they've scored at least 6. Scored 11 in the first game, 6 the last 2. You do the math. And if we're talking about it from a boxing perspective, they, aside from game 2 when the Dodgers beat them like 5-1 or something like that, they have basically in effect owned this series. They've been a more dominant team. Take the 6-5 game. The games in LA, if we do the math carefully, they scored 17. The Dodgers in their high-powered offense scored 8. So you do the math, And the last 2 games have been blowouts. It's been 12-3. That's the Blue Jays that I remember during the season that was the best team, if arguably baseball, definitely American League, and they've come to play. But the key is the pitching. That's the key. The Dodgers pitching is catching up where they didn't get exposed against Milwaukee or Philly, but they're wearing down. And it's kind of funny because that 18-inning game, when you think Freddie Freeman was about to get his Robert Horry, Kirk Gibson vibe on and give the Dodgers complete momentum, has done just the opposite because it almost woke the Blue Jays up. It's almost like, okay, we got to get to the next phase. Respect to their manager, John Schneider, for keeping them focused because a lesser team, that kind of momentum loss after the game 3 could have been a backbreaker, but they came to LA to take care of business. They're looking very good. They're looking sharp. And the key has been the pitching. I mean, obviously, and I will say this too, because it's not a popular thing to say. Don't let George Springer get hurt. Because remember what happened in Seattle? He was the X factor in Game 7. He gets hurt in the series. Next man up. Blue Jays it's almost like they're trying to win it for him in a way because people are still holding on hate from 2017 with the Astros and everything and all that. But hey, this team is battle tested. You're not dealing with some team that's just happy to be there. They can flat out play. They can flat out hit the ball. And they are definitely a team to be reckoning with. So, you just definitely see what they're about. But very impressive win. What a way to rebound these last 2 games. And they're playing Blue Jays baseball. They're hitting the ball well, pitching well, and doing what they're supposed to do. And what else can you say? Truly leaving their mark. And it's going to be hard for LA to back in Toronto. I did say the series will go 6 or 7. But I think the Blue Jays got the momentum. Now, Dodgers could prove me wrong. I didn't understand this whole underdog over heavyweight because it's a disrespect to Toronto. Why the Dodgers have an incredible offensive lineup, and Dave Roberts is arguably the best manager, obviously in baseball, maybe all the sports. I still hold him in high regard because it says something about how dominant and what he's been able to do. But don't get it twisted. This Toronto Blue Jays team it's a handful. And they're hard to beat, and they're playing some of the best baseball. They got a young core that could go for a run, They're that good. So, very impressive. Very impressive what they did. So, they were up 3-2. Game 6 is on Friday, and we'll see if they can, finish it off. It's a credible series, to say the least. These 2 teams are heavyweights. And like I told people before, this ain't last year when the Dodgers play the Yankees. The Blue Jays are a complete team. They can definitely bring the pride, bring the pain with it. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.